Succession Explained, Season 2, Episode 4, Safe Room. Logan Roy controls a media empire while fighting a hostile takeover from Stewie and Sandy. His ownership is down to 36%, so he needs institutional shareholders to vote with him in a proxy battle. His defense strategy is acquiring Pierce, a legacy media company with newspapers and prestige news. Kendall serves as co-COO, subordinated through a fatal accident Logan covered up. Daughter Shiv was secretly promised succession and just left politics. Roman's in Florida for management training after his unauthorized Pierce contact nearly destroyed the deal. Under this pressure, Logan meets Pierce CEO Rhea Jarrell to push the acquisition forward.
Logan's fighting this proxy battle with ownership down to 36%. He needs institutional shareholders to vote with him. So his defense strategy is acquiring Pierce, this legacy media company with newspapers and prestige news.
Why does Pierce help him win the vote?
It makes Waystar look like a serious news operation instead of tabloid trash. Shows institutional investors Logan's building something respectable.
But the team's still resisting. Carl and Jerry argued it over-leverages the company during a takeover fight. And Kendall's unauthorized contact with Naomi Pierce nearly destroyed the deal before it started.
Right, but Frank secured contact with Pierce CEO Rhea Jarrell after the Hungary disaster. She agreed to a meeting.
So Logan pushes forward anyway?
He always does. Rhea comes to ATN headquarters supposedly to discuss journalist safety, but Logan immediately pivots to acquisition talk. He's offering $24 billion. She initially delivers the Pierce family's rejection.
So the meeting fails?
Not exactly. An ATN employee commits suicide at his desk during the meeting. Building goes into lockdown, gunshot mistaken for active shooter.
Wait, so Rhea's trapped in the building during this crisis? She gets to see ATN's toxic culture firsthand, while Logan's trying to convince her the deal works?
Exactly. The crisis becomes opportunity. Logan uses the time to keep negotiating. He promises editorial independence through a special board structure.
Does she believe him?
He asks her directly, "Do you trust me?" She agrees to give the Pierce family her honest assessment and convey his offer.
That's movement. Meanwhile, Tom's dealing with this anchor Mark Ravenhead who has Nazi associations. He's interviewing him when the suicide happens. But there's this other thread. Greg wants out.
Out of working for Tom?
Greg's been Tom's assistant, positioned as the fall guy for destroying Crew's evidence. He wants to explore other departments, maybe get some distance.
Tom's been using him as a literal footstool. During the lockdown, Greg tries to break up with him professionally.
How does Tom react?
Greg reveals he kept copies of the destroyed Crew's documents as insurance. Tom understands immediately what it means.
So instead of firing Greg, Tom promotes him. Gives him a raise, a new office, keeps him close. He's making sure the person with evidence stays under control.
Tom even praises him, calls him a slime ball, says attaboy. Greg learned how to use the saved evidence as leverage. Shiv's having her first day at the company, just observing. She notices something strange. Kendall's shoplifting. Candy, vape fluid from stores. Logan knows about it, and people are quietly cleaning it up.
Wait, why is Kendall shoplifting?
It's a psychological crisis symptom. Shiv confronts him directly about it, and about whatever's going on with Logan.
And Kendall tells her, cryptically, that it's not going to be him. He says if Dad didn't need him right now, he doesn't know what he would be for. He desperately needs Logan's protection.
Protection from what?
He doesn't say explicitly, but we know. It's the fatal accident Logan covered up. Kendall's shoplifting, his dependence, his whole subordination connects to that.
What's devastating is he's performing well. Logan even praises him during the Pierce negotiation. But Kendall knows the praise doesn't mean succession. It means useful subordination.
He's trapped.
The building lockdown reveals everyone's position in the hierarchy. Tom and Greg are stuck in an inferior panic room, while Logan and Shiv are in the primary secure location.
And Roman's not even there?
Roman's in Florida at management training, but he's having his own revelation. He calls Jerry and she degrades him over the phone. Calls him disgusting pig, revolting worm.
Why would she do that?
He asked her to, and he discovers it works for him sexually, in a way conventional intimacy with Tabitha didn't.
So we have Kendall subordinated through a cover-up, shoplifting as crisis symptom, Greg using saved evidence as leverage but getting controlled anyway. Roman discovering humiliation is what works for him. And Tom crying to Greg about not wanting to be left.
Meanwhile, Logan secures Rhea's willingness to convey his Pierce offer. The acquisition defense moves forward, while everyone around him becomes more dependent or compromised.
Shiv's the only one with the succession promise. But she's just discovered her main competition is psychologically collapsing and trapped by needing Logan's protection.
Which Logan provided by covering up a death.
Logan's Pierce defense advances. Rhea will convey the offer. Kendall shoplifts, trapped by needing protection. Logan controls. Greg kept copies. Tom promotes him to maintain control.